City College students and faculty aboard Stardust study the bubbles and sheen of natural oil seeps in the Santa Barbara Channel. The field study was planned by Adjunct Geology instructor Stephanie Mendes and the Earth Science Department after Venoco Corporation, a petroleum company that operates local oil rigs in the channel, sponsored the trip. Geography, geology, and oceanography students joined their teachers. Chris Peltonen, a Venoco representative, was on board as well.
Really understanding what it means to sustainably and environmentally extract petroleum in a way that's safe and useful is important. So just allowing students to kind of interact with a Venoco representative that we had on board and kind of picking his brain and his years of expertise in the field about how they do that in a way that's sustainable and healthy for humans is fantastic.
What the oil industry has allowed is to identify a connection between this oil down here in the reservoir, which is, by the way, 3,000 feet deep. Okay, beneath us is the actual top of the Monterey Formation, which is the reservoir. And they've identified that that is the same oil that's leaking out on the surface here.
Students discovered Platform Holly and its history and drilling process, along with geological formations in the channel, with lectures given by Mendes and Peltonen.
One I really remember was the Venco reps lecture, just about how the oil kind of seeps through the various layers of the ocean to create the bubbles. It looked like a hot tub, which was really cool.
Such knowledge gives a more well-rounded environmental perspective of Santa Barbara's coast. About 50% of tar found on beaches come from local seeps that spout 4,200 to 25,000 gallons of oil a day.
I gained a lot more knowledge about how oil works in Santa Barbara, and that it's not strictly a bad thing. A lot of times, if you don't know much about how oil is produced or collected from the local environment, it's easy to just assume, those oil rigs, they're terrible.
This trip lets students experience what they learn inside the classroom in the real world. The department plans to have more trips similar to the one aboard Stardust.
When you really get involved in your department and you really choose to figure out what your major is and start exploring those options, there's clubs on campus and there's organizations that really want to help provide resources to you that you won't get in the classroom.
Hopefully, seasickness won't deter anyone from another boat ride.
The most annoying part was the smell of the methane was the most intense part of the trip, but luckily I didn't get seasick.